for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here we go. So Cleveland will get the first possession. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Horford in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now here's Love. 6 to shoot. Irving passes to Love. 14 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. I'm watching Kevin Love. He can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
And Boston has possession. Bradley drives in. Johnson left side. Crowder with it. He's picked up by LeBron. High, arcing shot. Rebound by Smith. James against Bradley. LeBron with the buckets.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Thomas. Johnson outside. He kicks to Horford. Outside Bradley. And the shot falls short this time.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
J.R. Smith on the wing. Defended by Crowder. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. On defense, Cleveland. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Thomas kicks to Horford. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Thomas against Irving. To the right side. Love wide open. He fires. Out to Smith. The drive by Love. Pass to Irving. Over Johnson. And Irving hit the basket on the assist by Love. Irving's got his first points of the game.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Let's send it out to DV, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Irving following the score by Avery Bradley. The screen from Thompson. Jumper off the screen. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
And now, the first timeout call here for Boston.
A Another away-from-home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon jumping in for J.R. Smith.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that one's good. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
It's LeBron with the drive, and that one is stuffed right through.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And the basket by Thomas.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
They set the screen. Irving for three. He got it up that time, but wouldn't fall for him. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James is a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, Channing Frye out there with Chris Anderson. Then there's Amon Shumpert. Then there's Mo Williams. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Now here's Green. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Smart. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Smart's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Celtics. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom of the total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Bradley comes in for Smart. Celtics trail by 3. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. 14 feet away. That's good from Horford on the assist by Bradley.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness. Boy, Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful players we have in the league. Kind of took over where Dennis Rodman left off. A high-energy forward who can rebound and defend. And he's got a tattoo parlor going on, too.
And talking about Chris Anderson, he was actually out of the league for a couple of years, reinstated back in 2008. And apparently the time off helped. He finished second in the league in block shots going back to that season.
And Kevin, the thing I remember most about Chris Anderson, the 2005 NBA Slam Dunk contest. He unsuccessfully tried the same dunk 8
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Brandon. And here in the second quarter of action with a hit under 2.5 minutes played so far. Count that one. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. It's stolen by Bradley. The feed to Horford. The pass to Rozier. Here's Johnson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And that one's good. Love.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Now timeout called by Boston. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Anderson. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. McRae's checked in for Smith. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Iman Shumpert. Then for the Celtics, Jay Crowder's checked in for Green. And Thomas subbed in for Rozier. Now here's Bradley. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Boston again missing.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Now, here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Pass to Horford. The fader. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Al Horford.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
And here is Horford. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Bradley, no one around him. Off target with the open look. The Cavaliers leading by 7. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Horford. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Irving.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
From deep, James, and it's Bradley with the rebound. Celtics trail by 7. And Thomas has it in the corner. And he hits the bucket. Thomas got 7.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Love sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Putting you in.
And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with a visibly winded Kevin Love. And Kevin, what changes do you think are necessary in the second half?
See, to get to loose balls, to be the tougher team, that's really it. I mean, if we do that, I feel like we'll be fine. We missed a layup, so if we convert those in the second half, we feel like we'll have the upper hand and we'll win the game.
Kevin, thanks for your time as always. We appreciate it. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie John. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, the shots were dropping more. I mean, they was just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the popcorn guy, man's hand, whatever. It didn't matter what the defense was. They found a way to get a good look almost every time. You just got to be patient, take as long as they need to keep finding those high percentage shots.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
They need to look into areas where they can gain an advantage. Rebounding is largely a hustle stat. Right now, they're getting out-rebounded. They need to commit to changing that. Those extra opportunities afforded by better rebounding are key for them to win tonight.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start.
The second half just about to get going here. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Celtics trail by 7. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Horford, and it's Crowder in at the 3.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 7. To the left side wing. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Celtics trail by 11. Outside Thomas. To the inside. Poked away and stolen by Love. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
That's one of those alley-oops upside your head right there.
To the middle. Here's Crowder. LeBron with the ball.
Ugly start. Second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Trying to stuff the alley-oop.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
Hey. And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No. Maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah, right.
Crowder with it, working on James. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's 8 points for Al Horford.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in, just a quick touch, again, before the defense knows what hit him. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year. Despite playing less than 27 minutes, again, does a terrific job with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Now here's Thomas after LeBron James's miss. Johnson the screen. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Thomas. Crowder with it. Now Smith defending. And that one's good. Crowder's got 5. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark has high praise from the Kings.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, and you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Mon Shumpert has come in for James. And McCray subbed in for Irving. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Olenek, he's checked in for Horford. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And the very first leg of that contract promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Now here's Smart. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Smart's got his second bucket.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Here's Smith. Stripped away. Here's Jerebko. He's guarded by Love. Jerebko kicks to Smart. Soft touch off the glass. And now just a 4-point Cavalier lead. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The 3-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Here's Crowder. J.R. Smith making his last shot. There's the screen. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Frye. Frye's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Shumpert. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Cleveland leading by 8. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Lots of room. Rebound by Olenek.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth, being full throttle ahead.
Now Thomas following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Thomas goes in. Here's Horford. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And here's Cleveland. And the slam dunk by Irving.
How's that for a one-man show? This is on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
Here's Thomas following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Kicks it out to Bradley. And James pulls it down.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. And at least as I look at it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Celtics making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Thomas dishes to Horford. He feeds it to Johnson. Outside Bradley. Horford sets a screen for Bradley. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Jake Crowder's checked in for the Celtics. Irving with the ball. Stolen by Thomas. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Dishes it to Crowder. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now, here is Smith. 6 to shoot. The kick out to LeBron. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the win.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in clubs like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Celtics trail by 5. Bradley passes to Thomas. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Not the best shot right there with the defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but you can really cause problems with his defense.
Kicks it out to James. And stolen by Horford. Bradley against Irving. Bradley gets to Thomas. Baseline J on the way. No up. Good D by Thompson.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Smith with a wide open look. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 8. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Channing Fries checked in for Kevin Love. And so it's Boston with it. 8-point game. And the shot is good from Johnson.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 8. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Horford. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. James misses.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Stolen by Thompson. The drive by James. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Here's Bradley, following the basket by LeBron James. Thomas gets the bucket.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's LeBron. Yes, absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He goes deep into his bag.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in.
Yes, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the side. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So it's a great game. It went down to the wire, and gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He notched his season high and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in the arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will in the game.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.